Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lexington, Pennsylvania, and today I'd like to insert a subterranean tour of our 72 Corvette into the Bring a Trailer auction. I also, before I forget, would like to point out, and I'll do a comment in the auction, we do indeed have the original window sticker to the car. It's been laminated, it's protected, but we do have the original window sticker showing when the car was sold by the new dealer. The question has come up whether or not this is a rusty car, and I'd like to have full disclosure, show you exactly what the car is. And as always, we strongly recommend sending people to come and look at the car, send an inspector. We love it when people come to see the cars in person. This is a car that we are presenting. It's a largely original car. It has been unmolested. It has all of its original equipment as far as the engine, transmission, all of that is original. And it's an unrestored car. However, at some point in this car's life, it did have undercoating applied to it. So that adds a different dynamic when the car has had like a Rusty Jones or Z-Bart undercoating applied to it in the past somewhere. In this car's case, we work with the local restoration shop that's right next door to us, and we send them our cars and they degrease and clean the underside and tell us what they recommend. They did do a light spraying of black pretty much on most of the chassis because it already had the undercoating on it and they wanted to blend it. So I'm going to go around and show you some specifics, but let's start first. When we got the car, some of the things we did in our normal servicing, we replaced the sway bar end links, the bushings and all that, we replaced those. They came up in the safety inspection. We also, and I mentioned this in the history of the car, we pulled the clutch with a transmission and bell housing and replaced the clutch assembly. When we did the clutch assembly, we did, of course, the whole thing. We did the clutch disc, the plate, the throwout bearing. We pulled the flywheel and had it resurfaced. We had a little bit of chatter. That's why we did it. So all of that was done. And then that's pretty much it. The car, at some point relatively recently, had the rear transverse spring replaced. We can see this is a new spring. It has some tags on it. And the mufflers are relatively new on the car. We could see that they have been replaced. So other than that, it was a very straightforward car. But for the purpose of today, I really want to discuss the issue of corrosion and rust, which of course is very important on these cars. I think what is showing up in the photography, and we're going to insert photography before and after the restoration shop degreased it. But if we look right here, what we have is, this is the metal, obviously, and this is undercoating. There is a huge difference between undercoating and rust. This is not rust. This is undercoating. And I went around everywhere in the car, and we're going to send you more pictures of the bird cage up in the inner fender wells. It's very solid all across here. Everywhere is solid, coming along the back. But again, and particularly, give you an example, right here is a very good example. This is solid, fresh metal. This is undercoating on top of the metal. It gives the, and I understand when you're just looking at photos, you could misinterpret it as being rust, which it is not. The car did have what you would expect, 50 years worth of light corrosion in areas like this. And we make the distinction, and that is normal on a car like this that has not been restored. So the point I want to make, and here we see it again, going across here. Very solid all through here. Of course, the floors are fine because they're not metal. Coming along the driver's side, same thing. Very solid everywhere. And if we were trying to hide things, we certainly would have painted the oil pan red. We would have painted the radiator. We don't do that. We just try and present the cars as cleanly as we can to show what they are and the condition they're in. We also, on this car, when we pulled the transmission, we took the opportunity to totally disassemble the shift linkage and clean it up and lubricate it. It was getting the shift linkage, which is all exposed in this model, gets gummy after 50 years. So the shifting in this car is just really nice and smooth now since we did that huge improvement with the shift linkage. So in summation, it's a very original car. It is definitely not a rusty car, and I will vouch for that. And we encourage anybody to come and see it, but it's an unrestored car that had undercoating put on it a long time ago. So we want to be very upfront, very transparent with our cars. Please take a look at some of our other auctions, particularly our Corvettes. You'll see the same theme. That's how we present our cars. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Please ask us. We're happy to take any specific photos of anything. Right now, we're going to pull the door cards off the door footwells off and drop some pictures into the auction of the birdcage going up in the footwells. So again, thanks for taking the time watching this video, and it's important that we convey accurately to you what this car is. And it's just a really nice, very original 72 Vette. Thanks for watching the video.